Please note that this program contains strong language, mature themes, and unfiltered opinions. Ah, fuck this shit. Let's get on with the fucking show. Countdown begins. Let's get to it.
Some boys kiss me, some boys hug me. I think they're okay. If they don't give me proper credit, I just walk away. They can beg and they can plead, but they can't see the light. 'Cause the boy with the cold hard cash is always Mr. Right. 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. You know that we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's another episode of the often imitated, never duplicated Voices of Misery podcast. And I'm the nerd here with another podcast for that ass. How the hell are you guys doing today? What is going on? How was your weekend? Oh, I forgot to introduce someone else, but you know what? Today has been a day. This has been a crazy weekend. It's been a weird one. Not gonna lie. Since Friday, a lot of stuff going on here at the household, a lot of stuff going on upstairs in the old nerds ticker, and a lot of stuff going on in the household. So today's just going to be me. Just a quick aside about the weekend. It was fucking wild, man. And yeah, I remember talking to you guys about some weird like health thing that was going on Friday, and yeah, it's gotten worse before it's gotten better. It's the weirdest thing ever. It's like I've got something in my shoulder now. It feels like something moving in there. It's the weirdest thing. It's like I can grab something and like physically shift it and move it around. So I don't think that's very good. I'm not sure what the hell it is. It feels like tissue. I'm just grabbing and moving around, and my other shoulder just feels like a shoulder. This one feels like there's something I'm moving, like sliding it around. I can feel it, and it's fucking disgusting. But yeah, it's just been really rough. I couldn't swim. I tried to swim today. That wasn't really working out so well. Every time I tried to do the motion, my arm was killing me. It just wasn't really was really good, and I vomited. Not really a puker. I haven't puked since I used to drink fucking 4 years ago or so. So my leg is feeling better. The left side of my body is starting to get a little bit of feeling back in there, but it's just fucking weird, man. I don't know what the hell happened to me. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The sore throat. Is pretty mild, I guess now. It's not as bad. My phone's going to be dinging the whole time. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. I've been getting a lot of messages and shit. It's just been a crazy wild time here at the household. But yeah, I just kind of felt like it'd be better to do this one alone because there's been so much shit going on. And with me being sick, I don't want to infect anybody because we're not sure what the hell's going on with me. So I'm kind of quarantining myself, not as a COVID precaution, just because we don't know what the fuck is going on. And I don't want to just give someone something until we figure out what the hell's going on with me because I've never had anything quite like this before. Do I have a fever? No. Do I think it's COVID? No. I don't know what the hell it is. Hopefully, it's the end of times for me. Maybe it's a good Lord calling me home, and I'm trying to answer that damn call, man. I want this phone call over with as quick as possible. Trust me, this is a phone call I've been waiting for. I've been wanting this one. But yeah, we're gonna try to get through this show. Hopefully, I don't die. Um, until after the recording's over, at least. But yeah, it's been a crazy weekend, man. We recorded the live show on Friday. We had a really good time with you guys, as we always do. I appreciate a lot of new faces showing up. And we did mention that we were going to do a couple of different things here with the recording of the podcast and stuff like that going forward in the future. And with this, I did start the other channel up, and I did that for a reason, obviously. I've been planning something, um, kind of like a refresh, a restart in my own life, pretty much. Not something I want to do, but something I feel like I'm going to have to do sooner than later. And there comes a time in a guy's life where you have to give up. You know, you just got to give up hope. You got to give up whatever. And that's pretty much what this is all about. Don't want to sugarcoat it for you guys. There's got a lot of shit that I want to get away from. A lot of things I want to reboot and change. And people in the channel already know what's going on vaguely. And yeah, I'll probably reveal more when the new channel launches. But we're looking at July 1st as a tentative start date for that. Just because we have a couple of things that we have to do on this channel. We have things that we're trying to do with the house, and there's a lot of shit going on. So we are very busy right now. But this is something I feel like I have to do. The sooner the better. I wish I didn't have to. I wish things would just work out and things would just be the way they were before. But, this shit happens, Shit happens. And I know I'm being very vague. I just don't want to say it just yet. But yeah, there are some things going on. And Yeah, just really upsetting. But there is some good news going on, people. There's some good news, man. It's the end of June. We've got some good weather rolling in there. It's getting fucking blazing hot here, man, in South Carolina. Somewhere South Carolina, the weather is very nice here. And I do have a new drink. I'm trying some passion fruit, some Delta 8 gas station drink. It's cannabis water, it's called. It's got 10 milligrams in there, so it's basically a snack for old nerd, but there's no sugar in there. Not really a fan of passion fruit though. It's got a really bitter taste to it and it's gross and it's called cannabis water. It's non-alcoholic, obviously. This has got a little bit of a Delta 8 in there. The stuff is pretty damn good, man. It says drink 1/4 of the can and then wait 30 minutes to evaluate how you feel. And I'm just saying, fuck it. I'm drinking the whole damn thing as quick as possible while I'm doing the show here because, like I said, it's been a fucking weekend, man. And yeah, it just really fucking blows. I just been kind of hanging out, doing my thing here without getting into too much detail. It's just been kind of figuring shit out, you know. And yeah, it's just a weird time in life, you know. It's basically how when you have something happen in your life, or when you just have anything that's really bothering you, or something that's, you know, weighing you down, something that needs to be done, whether you want to do it or not, and you know it's got to be done, you just got to fucking get up and do it. And that's pretty much what I'm doing now. And I hope you guys are all out there enjoying your lives, and I hope everything's going good where you guys are, man, because not everything's bad here. It's just more or less shit that I put on myself, a lot of things that I feel like I need to do just to move on in life. And that's what I'm working on right now. So I'm not going to stress out, not going to worry you guys too much about it. Everything's cool. Everything's good in the hood here, man. We're all hanging out and having a good time. She'll probably be back on the Wednesday show if I feel better. We can be in the same room right now. It's just really fucking awful, man. Having some weird pains and shit just shooting up out of nowhere. Just had one now. It's like, what the fuck is going on, man? I should probably go see a doctor, but not going to do that because I'd rather just have whatever happens happen. Really good stuff going on in the world of boxing. I don't know if you guys are boxing fans or not, but the Canelo Alvarez, Terrence Crawford press conference happened today. It was actually in Manhattan. When I say today, it's Sunday as I'm recording this one here. But they had a nasty little argument at the end of the press conference. And Terrence Crawford's one of those guys who's extremely fucking boring to listen to. The guy just cannot fucking have an insult in boxing and fights. Whenever you do press conferences, you expect the guys to fucking scream and yell at each other and push and shove, which there was a little bit of that. But it was one of those press conferences where the guys were like, one guy didn't speak fucking English very well. He had an interpreter, Canelo Alvarez, and the other guy was just like, "Man, I'm gonna beat you up." And this is like, all right, give me the fucking entertainment, give me the fun stuff. But that fight is gonna be fucking incredible. I can't wait to see that one on Netflix. It's gonna be some special, special shit. As far as TV shows go, I did watch a couple. I'm just not gonna talk about them right now, and I just don't care enough to, man. I'm just in a fucking mood. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's been a fucking couple of days. And this morning, obviously, you know, I wake up this morning. First thing this morning, I always do one thing. I grab my iPad, and I did open up a whole fucking can of worms. Just opening up my fucking iPad. It seems like no matter what I do, there's always a test. There's always something behind it for me. And I try, man. You know, I say my prayers every night. I pray to God every night for strength to conquer my own issues, my mental health issues, my fucking scenarios, my fucking 0 to 100 attitude sometimes. Why does it take me falling asleep and waking up to have a clear head sometimes? Why? You know, and in my prayer, I'm just gonna throw something out there. I throw this out in my prayer every single night. I go, God, I know I'm not perfect. I'm good. I'm bad sometimes. I'm very good sometimes. I'm pretty bad sometimes. If I'm not good enough to make it to heaven, and I know I have no jurisdiction or power or anything, God has all the power in the universe and beyond. I would say, listen, please, if you're going to send me to hell for whatever I did wrong, may I please have a little bit of your time. I just want to ask a couple of questions. I'm not going to beg to stay in heaven because you made your decision. I'm who to fucking convince God of anything. God does what God does. I would ask number one, why are there so many tests? What was wrong with me this whole time? And my other one would be, I don't know what my third question would be. I got to think of that. But those two would be the ones, just so I can have that clarity, you know, just to have the clarity. Maybe it would just be two questions then. Just ask, you know, where did it go wrong? Something I don't fucking know, it would just be those kinds of questions because I do wonder sometimes why everything has to be a test and certain things that I know that I've done, and I've had my iPad, I've had my phone, I've had my account, and this is just something weird. I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but I fucking turned it on this morning like I always fucking do. And all I did was I turned on the fucking Wi-Fi and then boom. And I've turned on my Wi-Fi 100,000 times before, and I know because I've worked in the cellular industry. I've worked in tech. I know exactly how this shit works. But this fucking perplexed me. I fucking put it on Wi-Fi. All of a sudden, I open up my settings. I'm just fucking around in my settings, and then boom, I fucking get a test. And I'm like, here we fucking go. Why is this shit popping up? Why am I getting all this weird shit on my fucking iPad? And it's like you get a sign, and signs can be anything. They can be really subtle. It's for you from God, whatever the sign is. Some people see signs in weird shit. You know how some people will see like a Jesus image on a slice of toast, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, it's Jesus," and people are like, "It's a fucking burn mark," but someone else sees Jesus. It's all subjective. The signs from God are meant for you, from God, personalized, perfectly for you, to such a degree that no one else would ever see it. To me, this was a sign, and I'm like sitting here stewing on this all day long. And I text someone in the morning time to ask their opinion on it, and I knew they were busy. But I'm like, hey, can we talk about this later on? And I'm talking to you guys in a weird way right now, so I'm recording this before I had that conversation of what happened, and now I'm debating if we want to fucking have that conversation because it seems like every time I open my fucking mouth, I do something wrong, and I don't know how to right the ship. I'm at a point in my life now where I'm just like trying to figure out how to right the ship, and that's why we're doing the other podcast. We're doing a complete removal, a purge, a cleansing, seeing if this would work, a cleansing of everything I've ever known. Not something I want to do. It's something I feel like I have to do, and I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. And hopefully it doesn't even happen. You know, hopefully I don't have to fucking go ahead and do all these extreme measures to fucking cleanse everything. I just feel like, and this is a part of me just peeling back the curtains on what anxiety and bipolar looks like. You just don't fucking know. My brain is cloudy. I know I'm not depressed. I mean, I've dealt with that so many times over my 42 years of fucking life. It's the other stuff I can't figure out. I just can't put my fingers on it, and it sucks. It's like there's a crippling thing that someone else could probably explain in 2 seconds because they don't have it and they have a clear mind. But for me, it's just like, what the fuck do I do? And I have no idea. And I guess that's part of the excitement of it all, huh? I don't know. What the fuck am I talking about? Is this drink stronger than I thought? This nasty ass passion fruit. Let me take a sip. Mm. I'm not from Binoid, so I'm not going to tell the name of it, but it's called cannabis water, but the brand is something else. That's just how they market it. So you can probably do your due diligence and figure it out. But passion fruit is fucking gross. Hopefully they come up with a better flavor. But yeah, as part of the July 1st thing, I'll probably be doing like I'll probably change my phone number. We already got the X page lined up for that. We just got to change the name because we haven't settled on the name for the podcast yet. I do have a name for the temporary template that I was doing, where I was doing some testing and different topics and things like that. We've already built the audience. All I got to do is change the name up and maybe just slide Nerdette over, and then we'll do the same kind of formula, but just spice it up a little bit and do a little bit more from the heart type stuff, more things at the top of my head, things that I just feel like I can say without worry or whatever. Um, it's just going to be different, and the name's run its course. We've been doing this for a long time now, and yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on. People in the channel, like I said, they already know, and people that matter are going to know. I'll have that conversation later as well. It's just a lot of weird shit going on. But how the hell are you guys doing? I just ranted for fucking almost 13 minutes about dumb shit. How are you guys doing? What's going on with you? Are you guys feeling handsome? Are you guys feeling beautiful? What is going on in your lives? I'm telling you, man, it's been a fucking weekend. I hope you guys had a much better one than me. But let's get into some topics here, okay? Because there are a lot of things going on in the world. And the first thing I want to talk about is this Iran bullshit. So apparently Trump went there and fucking just bombed the shit out of Iran overnight. And I guess and I have not been paying attention to a lot of news and a lot of media. Like I said, I've been extremely fucking busy the past month. Um, but anyway, apparently, this is from my limited knowledge. You guys can shoot me a message and correct me on this. I don't really care as much because the world's going to end one day and my life is going to end. The sooner the better, I'm concerned. Let World War III, let the nukes fucking fly. But anyway, I guess Iran and Israel got this conflict going on, and everybody fucking on the internet fucking hates Israel. They hate the fucking Jews online, man. I mean, people are fucking begging for Hitler to come back, to fucking eradicate him. That's how bad it's getting online. I mean, holy shit, the fucking Jew hate is unreal. And who knows if it's warranted or not? I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. But I do want to talk about this because this one can affect me in real life. Because there's bombs flying over there right now, and Trump sent out the fucking military to go bomb Iran and make sure they didn't have any military. weapons such as like nukes or whatever. So they bombed like three other fucking major areas, and they did some fucking work, man. They flew in, bombed, they got the fuck out. No U.S. casualties, thank goodness for that. And everything seems to be on the up and up there. But it's a weird thing because Trump was one of those guys who right wing media was fucking lockstep and key. They love this motherfucker. And there was really not much dissent on Trump, but he goes ahead and does this, and now people are saying he's in the Jewish people's pockets and he's fucking Netanyahu's bitch. And it's like, okay. And someone who I actually followed for a long time now, we actually did each other's radio show. Shannon, she fucking is now, I don't know who the fuck that is anymore. She's fucking talking about like Trump's not even really the president. He was installed. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on? And I'm not saying that person's telling the truth. It's just everyone is out there fucking getting way too involved in this shit that doesn't matter to their own personal lives. I just think it's fucking weird, man. And you think about the bombs and how that's going to affect us because I mean, people on the West Coast are going to get fucking hit if they do retaliate. And this article will actually tell you what the fuck is going on here because Iran's foreign minister says they will retaliate following the U.S. airstrikes. And before I get into this topic, I do want to throw this out to our pal Nigar. I have not gotten an email yet. I'm very worried because, as you can see, shit is really fucking escalating there in Iran, and I want to know if you're okay, buddy. So shoot us an email, man. I know Nerdette's worried about you as well. But the entire fucking Discord channel, we're talking about you. We're worried about you, buddy. Just send us a little okay. Just email us a thumbs up. It won't bother you. Just want to know you're okay. That's all. If you can't make it to the chat, I understand it is 2 a.m. when you hop in there normally, like you said, but definitely worried about you. As I know Iran going through some shit, but they're vowing a forceful response after the USA, baby, USA airstrikes targeted three of its nuclear sites over the weekend. An operation ordered by President Donald Trump, who loves the fucking COVID vaccine. I'm never going to let that go, by the way, people. That has triggered swift backlash from Tehran. Late Saturday, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi issued a stark warning condemning the strikes as a flagrant breach of international norms and threatening the repercussions would be long lasting. The United States, a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council, has committed a grave violation of the UN Charter, international law, and the NPT by attacking Iran's peaceful nuclear installations, he wrote on X. He went on to call the attack outrageous, accusing the U.S. of endangering global security and setting a dangerous precedent. These actions will have everlasting consequences, he said. Every UN member state should be alarmed by this reckless, unlawful behavior. He also made it clear that Iran is prepared to act, citing the UN Charter self-defense provisions and asserting the country reserves all options to protect its people and sovereignty. And and this is the unfortunate part about it is because even though I live in the USA, I do believe that last sentence that the guy said. I mean, they have every right to defend their people. That's every country has the right to defend their people. This is not going to end well, man. I'm telling you. I hope that they get scared. Basically, they saw what the fuck happened and they know that Trump means business. Whereas you look at what happened over the years, I believe it was Hillary Clinton, Joe Biden, and I believe Obama, they released like a ton of funds to these motherfuckers over the years. You know, like $16 billion of their assets run frozen by Joe dipshit Biden, whoever the fuck was pulling the strings there. I know the Clintons were releasing some money, and I know Obama was fucking empowering the Iranians as well and just giving them all sorts of shit, carte blanche to fucking have these nukes in the first place. So Trump went there and cleaned it up essentially by bombing their fucking shit. But now he's gonna look like the fucking warmonger, even though he's trying to clean it up and create peace. If you believe what he said, saying, "Hey, now we could have these peace talks. We stopped your fucking weapons. Now come to the table and we'll stop bombing you. Just stop your shit. If you retaliate, we're gonna hit you even harder." They do have every right to defend themselves. And it's just like me. I mean, I'm just putting myself in the Iran shoes. If someone comes to my house and they fucking kick my door in and threaten me and say, hey, if you fucking do something, I'm going to come back and kick your door in again. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yes, sir. I'm going to burn their fucking house down. I'm going to do something, I'm going to fucking do something horrible back to them. And that would never end. So I'm thinking that's what's going to happen here. I hope it doesn't. I really do pray that the Iranians are like, yeah, fuck it. You guys mean business. All right, we're going to be good boys and girls here and just stop the shit. But and maybe give us Nigar back. That would be nice. Um, but I do feel like this is going to be a never-ending war. It's just going to be another thing that we fucking butter nose in because why? And the more I'm seeing of this anti-Israel shit, I'm starting to be like, all right, well, maybe these guys do have a point on some of this shit, but can you hate every Jewish person? Obviously not. I'm not saying that, but there's some weird shit going on in the world right now, man, and it's like we're starting to see. questions get answered that we didn't even know we had over the years. Things are starting to click and make sense now when you look at it just by what's going on over the past couple of years. And it does feel like since 2020, we are rapidly heading towards extinction somehow. And I'm hoping that this isn't just another thing piled on top of the other things that's going to lead us there. Because even though I hate a lot of things about being alive, I hate everything about humanity right now. There's really not much. I mean, I don't want to be a participant in a universe where fucking they're telling you men can be women and get pregnant, and we're fighting over stupid shit that doesn't even fucking matter. We have homeless people, yet we're throwing away fucking billions and billions of dollars of food every year. It just doesn't make any fucking sense to me why we have the fucking world that we have when it's so easily fixable if people actually had a heart and gave a fuck. It just doesn't, and mind their own fucking business as well. There's no reason for any of the conflict that we have. We could just drop it. We have the power to just not fucking do any of this shit, but yet we fucking do it. And like I can go rant and rant and rant because it does seem so simple on the surface. Because it actually is. I mean, how fucking hard is it to have peace? You just don't fucking cause war. You know, we could all work together. We just never will. But whatever. Um, just keep your eye out on that shit, man, and just I don't know, man. Just fucking pray the world just doesn't go to fucking hell. It's really shitty. I mean, even though I hate it, I know a lot of people do love it, and a lot of people love life, and they deserve to be alive. They deserve to experience all the joys that life can bring. We just got to stop fucking making it miserable for everybody else, because life is beautiful. The world is a beautiful place. God gave us the most perfect existence in the world, yet He created us and gave us I mean, gave us the free will that we're using to fuck everything up now. It's just absolutely insane. So I don't know, man. So let's talk about some faggots here for a minute. So the FDA approves a twice a year injection for HIV prevention. A drug currently used to treat certain HIV infections has also on Wednesday received approval from the US FDA to be used to prevent HIV. Yeah, it's kicking in, man. That drink is some shit. I'm like, whoa. All I felt was like, like you think about someone riding a horse and carriage and they're holding onto that rope and the horse is just galloping away and you're like, yeah, this is great. And all of a sudden you see like a fucking snake in the road and the horse freaks out. You pull back on the reins and you're like, whoa, that's what I feel like the THC is doing in my brain right now. Like I was on the fucking right path. I had a good thought going. Then all of a sudden, whoa, pull him back in. He's fucking lit up. So Gilead Sciences, not to be mistaken with Gilead from The Handmaid's Tale. They're the maker of the drug. They announced that a twice-a-year injection of lenacapavir has been approved in the United States for HIV prevention under the brand name Yeztugo. In clinical trials, the drug was found to dramatically reduce the risk of infection and provide near total protection against HIV. So what are they trying to do? Are they trying to put fucking careless, disgusting, drug-addled fucking HIV victims back on the market for people that don't have it? Is that what they're trying to do here? Like, hey, you go ahead and fuck whatever you want now without worry. Because I don't understand why you would have a vaccine to prevent something that you already know how to prevent. It's like this isn't polio, it's not the common cold, it's not the flu, it's not that farce called COVID-19 that they just said, fuck it, everything is now COVID. No matter what it is, it's COVID. We know how to prevent HIV. We know how to practice safe sex. We know if we have a fucking open cut in our hands, we're not going to go high fiving other people with fucking open cuts in their hands. It's just a matter of being aware and being smart. I don't understand why you have to get a vaccine for something you'll never get. And how many people are going to get HIV out of fucking nowhere? We do have condoms. We have contraceptives and all sorts of weird shit that people put in their bodies to prevent things from whatever the fuck. But when it comes to HIV, it's like we know how to conquer this. It's like, why don't they come up with a vaccine for something that would actually help, like a vaccine for headaches or fucking something, or like I don't know, anything. Come up with a vaccine for something that, like a vaccine from a fucking like a runny nose, stop a runny nose. How come I can only ever breathe out of one fucking nostril? How about you come up with something to fix that? How about you fucking fix that shit? Seriously, I just don't understand. But certainly HIV, you say that and you fucking create. Oh, okay. I just answered my own question. Remember a few weeks ago on the show we were talking about HIV and how there was an airborne version of it that they were talking about? There you go. They figured out a way to make it airborne. They figured out a way to create a vaccine for it. Watch, all of a sudden we're gonna. All right, I'm making a bold nerd prediction here, people. This article came out June 18th. Today's June 22nd. I'm recording the podcast. I mean, if the Voices of Misery is still a thing, which I don't think it will be, hit me back up in a couple of months when they tell you that all of a sudden HIV is airborne, it mutated, and oh, we have a vaccine. This vaccine that we created months ago will work for this airborne version of HIV. Go ahead and get it immediately, people. Death, death, death. Because the HIV was the well from the 80s that they fucking went to get people all fucked up and scared and hating gays and shit. They were going to try to bring that all back because, we had that fear before in the back of people's minds. HIV is deadly. So maybe they're going to try that instead to try to get people back inside the house and whatnot until they can fucking figure out another way to fucking destroy everyone's lives. I'm really Mr. Happy Pants today. I do have some good news for you, though. Keeping up with the faggots here, JoJo Siwa says peace out to Pride. She canceled her Chicago show after going public with that dude. So she canceled her Pride performance just days after postponing her entire U.S. tour. The Dance Moms alum has yet to address disappointed fans herself, though the show's organizer, Backlot Bash Chicago, blamed a scheduling conflict on her no-show. TMZ reached out to her reps for comment. So far, there's no word back. JoJo was expected to hit the stage June 29th at Backlot Bash. It should have been Backdoor Bash because, you know, Pride. The Pride inclusive music festival set to coincide with Chicago's Pride weekend. The Pride cancellation comes after the former child star, and I guess she's a former faggot, admitted she felt pressure to define herself as a lesbian from past partners and even from the LG community. She now describes herself as queer and is in a blossoming new relationship with her celebrity Big Brother castmate Chris Hughes, the first male she's publicly dated since coming out in 2021. On top of that, this cancellation definitely has us scratching our heads because it follows a postponement of her tour dates. So what is she busy with? We've got no idea. This is TMZ, by the way. JoJo announced the news on her tour website just last week, saying her heart's broken, but she's going to try to make it up to her fans. Her website hasn't been updated since then, so it looks like fans have to hang tight for more information on JoJo Siwa, and it sounds like she's been dickmatized. Or she was just fucking lying, honestly. I feel like she was lying. I mean, the girl had a career. She was selling those stupid fucking bow tie things in the hair. They stopped selling. She stopped being famous. And what did she do? She hopped on the bandwagon. She saw a chance to hop on something and she hopped on it. She probably got tired of the fucking charade. She was on that show. She found a guy she liked, and therefore she was like, hey, I'm not this anymore. And that is the lesson we should all be taking from these fucking LGBTQ Pride Month things and all these fucking media promotions and jacking people up with hormones and cutting off body parts. People change their minds. They grow up, they adapt, they find that maybe the life that they were living wasn't the life that they should be living or whatever. This girl, she was a lesbian for a couple of years. She was all super gay, cut her hair like a dyke, and did all sorts of dumb shit. And then what do you know? She found a nice guy, and now she's fucking this guy. And now she's starting to look more feminine again, if you haven't noticed. She's softening up her features. She's not this like little fat bull dyke bitch anymore with the fucking short haircut. She's growing her hair out and she's looking a little bit softer. So there you fucking go, man. Instead of rushing to judgment and trying to fucking throw an alphabet letter on somebody, let them fucking just live their life, mature and grow. But that's not the case with her either. I mean, she was one of the fucking culprits, and all of a sudden she changed her mind, and oh, whoops. Now she's canceling all these things that she was fucking getting people's hopes up and fucking with their heads. I mean, you got to look at these followers of hers. I mean, they were thinking that, they were following their fucking hero, and now they don't know what to do. Are we going to see a shift? Are we going to see all her followers all of a sudden start dating guys now? Do people really have no fucking minds? No brains in their fucking skulls that they can't think for themselves and need to follow whatever a celebrity's doing? I guess so. Speaking of celebrities, Mariah Carey's 2025 BET Awards performance received a lot of backlash. I love me some Mariah Carey, so I might get a little hot here. So she made the award performance memorable for fans with a stage performance and a heartwarming speech as she accepted the Ultimate Icon Award at the ceremony. How many Ultimate Awards does she need? I mean, she is the number one singer of all time, in my opinion. I fucking love me some Mariah Carey. You guys know that. But how many times has she gotten like a Lifetime Achievement Award? She's been getting them, I swear, since like the fucking early 2000s. How many lifetimes does this bitch fucking have? But anyway, the song features a star-studded list of collaborators. It was a song she was going to perform from her new lead single, Type Dangerous, it's called. It's got Anderson.Paak and Rakim. I know Rakim. Who the fuck is the other guy? Carey surprised fans by singing and bringing D Nice, Anderson.Paak, and Rakim on stage as she performed the song in a metallic gold mini dress. The 90s inspired stage performance also featured a squad of dancers. Now, people were bashing on Mariah Carey's vocals for years. They were saying she lost it, she couldn't sing anymore, and whatnot. And they were showing videos of her struggling at certain points of her life when she was going through that Nick Cannon bullshit. But they actually said she's got a great voice and she looks very classy. But this time they're bitching because she can't dance. They're saying she doesn't move an inch. She couldn't dance even if she wanted to. She's hilarious. A third person said, I love Mariah more than anyone, but she's so robotic and it seemed like she had a hard time walking in her heels. Even when the rap part broke, she didn't even move, and that's the time to really get into it. I do like the song, though, they said. I mean, Mariah Carey's, what, 56, 57 years old? I did see her go out to receive the award, and damn, that woman can still fill out a fucking dress. Holy shit, she looked good. 56 years old, though. I mean, come on, dude. I mean, if I was gonna go see fucking Motley Crue, I don't know how old they are. They're in their 50s and 60s and shit, probably, maybe even a little bit older than that. I think Mick Mars is like 100 if he's still even alive. But I'm not gonna expect these guys to be doing the same shit, moving the same way they used to move back in the day. It's just not a thing. And I know 56 is an ancient. Some people 56 is other people's 25. Like some people just age better than others. But Mariah, she was never really a dancer. She had a couple of moves she did, but she was never a fucking dancer. I mean, she was always just a singer. And I would have to compare her to an NFL quarterback. She's like a Tom Brady. You stand back in the pocket, everyone knows you're the fucking best. You don't have to do much. You don't have to fucking juke motherfuckers out. Or, you could be a Michael Vick, which I call Beyonce, just fucking just force fed into your fucking, oh, this person's so great. And you're like, I don't see it. I'd rather take the other guy that stands there like a fucking statue and just wins. But that's what I would kind of throw a sports analogy out there for Mariah. That she was fucking great, man. I did watch her performance. I thought she sounded beautiful. She was amazing. Stop fucking Mariah. And what the hell is she doing now, by the way? I had to do a double take for a second. I'm like, I didn't even finish my fucking Christmas shopping yet, and then I had to look at the damn calendar, and I'm like, oh, okay. She came out earlier, so who knows? Maybe the world is ending, and she's getting her shit in because it's not going to see another Christmas this year. Hopefully, people. Hopefully. All right. What else we got here? Father goes back to the bar after death of his son, abandoned in a hot truck while he was drinking. Something about that title doesn't sound right, but this is 2fab.com, where a man has been arrested after the death of a son who's 18 months. 18 fucking months, man. So I hate people that do this. When do you stop doing the month thing? I actually met a woman a while ago. This is many, many years ago. And she's like, oh, my kid is 37 months. And I'm like, and I had to do the math. I'm gonna get my fingers and shit. I'm getting an abacus out, fucking checking my toes and shit. I'm like, so wait, your kid is just over 3 years old. That's when you say they're 3 years old. When do you stop using the months? Oh, my kid is 22 months old. They're 23 months old. Like, no, they're 2 years old. I would say two, because you don't want to say 24 months old and 25 months. And actually, fuck that. 1 year. Because you go from 0 to 1. You're not going to say my kid is 0 years old. They're 0 years and 6 months old. You're going to be like, no, they're 6 months old. Oh, they're 11 months old. Next month's their birthday. What are they going to turn when they hit their birthday? Oh, they're going to turn 1. Okay, there's your answer. You stop when you're 1. And then they become, oh, they're 1.5. You don't say they're 18 months. You just say they're 1.5. And then when they turn, because I mean, what, I'm 42. Am I 42 in fucking however many months? I mean, come on, dude. Can you imagine that math? I'm like, yeah, I'm 600 fucking months old. Whoa. If I got that right, I just threw out a random fucking number. I don't think so. But yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. So he allegedly, and can you tell this drink is really kicking my butt right now? Who he allegedly left helpless in a hot truck for hours while he got a haircut and had a few drinks at a bar called Hanky Panky's Lounge. Volusia Sheriff's deputies and the Ormond Beach Police Department partnered together in the investigation and arrest of Scott Allen Garner, 33, who was arrested on charges of aggravated manslaughter of a child and child neglect causing great bodily harm. His arrest came on June 19th, nearly 2 weeks after he left his son Sebastian alone in a hot truck for 3 hours on Friday. Police said he gave multiple false accounts of what happened throughout their investigation. There's no logical reason why this little guy's dead. This was according to Volusia Sheriff Mike Chitwood in a press conference on Friday. We've seen it. People forget their kids in the back seat, but this was completely different. He called this guy a human piece of garbage. So the baby's body temperature reached 111 degrees while he was inside the vehicle, despite the father's claims that he had taken measures to assure his son didn't overheat. It doesn't matter. I mean, what are you going to do? Leave your car running while you get a haircut? You don't leave your fucking kid in the car, man. I mean, is a haircut that important that you have to get it done that day? I mean, you don't make appointments for it. You go and you get your fucking haircut. As a man, I don't know about women. Women might do appointments. Yeah, they see hairdressers. We don't. We just fucking go get our haircut. I cut my fucking. I haven't gotten a haircut in years. I cut my own. 'Cause I shave it. This guy's a fucking scumbag, and I do have something to say about alcohol too in a little bit here after this article's done. But so for 2 hours and 40 minutes, that little guy was inside the car. They knew it. He says the windows were down, but he's a lying sack of shit with a little mini fan with AA batteries blowing on the baby. And those little mini fans with AA batteries is not going to cool anybody down. And I'm sure in this guy's mind, and he's probably done this before for a couple of minutes here and there. To go into a store, he probably had this idea, and he was doing it. But alcohol really fucked this guy's head up, I'm sure. And he was like, "Oh, I can just do this," and everything's a great idea when you're drunk. Everything's a great idea, no matter how bad it is. So, ay, 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 man. Even more surprising, despite the doors and being locked and the obvious distress of the baby in the truck, um, Gardner became aware of this, but they just don't know when. He did not call 911 until after he'd driven home, so they really don't have a time. They have a small reference of time when this could have happened with the baby, but they don't know because they don't know how long this guy was out drinking. His story kept changing. When he called, he said, "My son's not breathing. He's a year and a half. Oh my God, he just had his eyes open. Oh my God, Sebastian." Gardner can be heard on a 911 call reported by People magazine. The first responder that showed up attempted to revive Sebastian, but was unable to do so after discovering he had already gone into rigor mortis. Investigators believe he'd been dead for up to 2 hours before the father called 911. The internal temperature was 107 degrees when he arrived at the hospital. He was pronounced dead at 3:30 p.m. After all this occurred and his son was declared dead, Chitwood said at the presser that Gardner picks up his mother and they go back to Hanky Panky's for a few more cocktails. Oh my goodness. According to police, the pair stayed at the bar until around midnight that night, with one investigator telling the press that, according to witnesses, they didn't seem as distraught as you would expect someone to be for the child having just passed. He went on to say that these statements are consistent with the interactions that they had Gardner at the hospital. They do not believe Gardner's mother had been aware that her grandson was dead yet. I don't think there was a penalty on this earth that could ever fit for the crime that was committed here, according to Chitwood, and absolutely shocks the conscience for this to even happen. Oh my goodness, man. This is one of the worst things I think I've ever read. And you know what? This guy is a fucking piece of shit. And he is one of those ones where I'm like, bury these people under the prison. Like, no, he needs to live with this. He needs to live with this for a very long time. And he needs to sober up. He needs to clean up. He needs to see the errors of his ways and how terrible alcohol is and the decisions that he made. And the decisions that he made fucking made him lose his 18-month-old baby boy, man. It's fucking horrific. It really is, man. I hate alcohol. Like I was saying before, it makes every idea seem great. You think you could drive, you think you can do this, you think you could do that, you think you can do anything. You think everything's a great fucking idea until it's not. How many bad fucking stories or bad events start off with, well, we went out drinking or had a couple of drinks, or yeah, well, we went out, we got a case of, we got a bottle of. It never fucking ends well. You see people get drunk and they do dumb shit all the time. Anytime you read an article about something bad happening, there's always, for the most part, there's always alcohol involved or whatever, you know. Down here in the South, South Carolina, when we used to live in Myrtle Beach, there was always a crazy amount of alcoholics and drunk drivers because that's where all the shit went down. So much fucking happier not being there anymore, man, because the fucking people were just maniacs. Fucking idiot fucking drivers, drunks all the time. You were just horrified to even leave your fucking house. But that's how bad it was, especially when the tourists came. But who cares? That was another life. But yeah, I'm just not a fan. It's just a stoner wouldn't have done this. Actually, you know what? Maybe they would have. Because I've gone into the store a couple of times and I'm just like lit the fuck up. I'm staring at a box for like 20 minutes, or I feel like I've been in the store a lot longer than I was. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe just fucking just do that shit in the comfort of your own home. Or just don't do it at all, man. If you can't handle it, don't fucking do it. You know, moderation's key, I guess. It's just, it sucks, man. Rest in peace to that poor baby. Bride sparks a dinner debate after charging no-show wedding guests for their missed meals. People are calling this one tacky. I want to get your guys' opinion on this one, so email us at voicesofmiserypodcast@gmail.com after this one. So ghosting a pair of lovebirds on their big day, especially after confirming your attendance, could cost you more than a friendship. This was according to one absentee invitee who found out the hard way. The Fairweather pal ignited a debate over the practice of charging for no-shows the same way some popular restaurants do, after recently ranting on Reddit. So the bride asked for RSVPs to get a head count for everybody and determine how many plates of food she's ordering. I tell her my boyfriend, my mom, and I will be able to attend. The complainer carped. Come wedding day, my boyfriend isn't able to make it due to work scheduling issues, and my mom was too sick to make it. The day of cancellations had the gal all dressed in white, seeing red. The bride got upset, saying she spent $50 for plate, and she can't believe they're not coming when we RSVP'd, continued the person. She told me she's tempted to ask them to pay $50 each for not coming. I was like, what the hell? Nobody knew you were spending this amount per plate, added the fault finder. They weren't the only ones to miss her wedding either, so maybe she was mad she lost out on the money. On the other hand, throwing one's cash in the trash due to wedding day dropouts is a reasonable reason to rage. Sweethearts tying the knot spend an average of $26,665 on their nuptials, which could be a nice down payment on a home for a newly married couple from an Elvis impersonator, or just justice of the peace for a couple of bucks. Why the fuck do people spend that? This is just the wedding thing just cracks me up, and we've never gotten married. We never will get married because it's stupid. Who the fuck wants to spend tens of thousands of dollars? And we could, but why would we? I mean, we could go out there and have the fucking bestest fucking marriage wedding of all time. But why the fuck would we? Nothing would change the next day. It would just be like, wow, we're $26,665 cheaper than we were yesterday. And what was the point? What do we have to show for it? Oh, some pictures. I mean, no, you don't. It's just whatever. But some people, if you want to do it, go ahead. While some try to circumvent the expense by charging an admissions fee at the wedding's chapel doorstep, others have offered tiered menus to their guests, exclusively presenting prime chops and top shelf booze to wealthier folks while offering subpar sustenance to the less fortunate in the crowd. So people were saying she sent a tacky. People were pissed off with this person. Someone said they were out $700 because of no shows at their daughter's wedding, but it's okay. It's all good. They don't want to cause a scene or make their daughter lose any friends. So people are pretty much saying this person's an asshole when it is fucking rude, especially on someone's biggest day when they need you there. I mean, if you're close enough to someone to be invited to a wedding and they ask you to come, if you say no, that's fine. But if you say yes and then you change and say no that close, I mean, it's kind of shitty to do because that's the one day that you can never get back for a person, especially if the wedding sticks and they don't get remarried to someone else. You're sitting there and you're like, okay, I'm sick. I got something else to do, but this is my person's one time. I got to be there for them because they asked me, and I'm honored to be asked. So I would definitely make it a point. It would be very important for me to go there if I had a person that, whatever. But yeah, I think she's justified in asking because it's bullshit. I mean, you took money out of your pocket. I mean, think of it this way. Think of it this way. I asked 8 people, hey, you guys want to go to a Chicago Bulls game? Tickets are going to be $100 each. Yeah, sure. All right. I'll get the tickets. I'll put them on my card. You guys just give me the money. Day of, 3 people canceled. I have all these tickets. Okay, well, you said you were coming. I bought this with the assumption and the agreement that you were going to show up and blah, blah, blah. I mean, yeah, if there's a thing where you say that you're going to be there and then you don't go and it costs someone else, and it should just be the right thing to do to be like, oh shit, I'm my bad. Here, I didn't know it cost that much for the money for the plate. Here, I'm sorry. You just give them a couple of bucks. I mean, it's just a nice thing to do. I would if I was the other person. I'd be like, fuck, I feel so bad I couldn't go. Here's the money. Shit. But then again, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, do something, I'm going to fucking do it. But yeah, that's just a little different. So beware, people. I want you guys to be safe out there. I love you guys. I want you guys to be extremely safe out there because there's some toxic foot-long worms out there. Not what's in my pants, people. Actual fucking worms. They're invading the U.S. And here's what to do if you see the demonic flesh eaters. I'm looking out for you guys here. Weeks of heavy rain have prompted a plague of massive, toxic hammerhead flatworms to erupt from the ground in North Texas, much to the chagrin of frightened locals. It was terrifying, like these are truly the end times. Even the worms are demonic, said Keller resident Adam Engel of the subterranean scourge, which reared its hammerhead in the Dallas, Fort Worth, and Houston regions. Named for their flat, ball peen evoking noggins, these foot-long invertebrates secrete neurotoxins that can irritate human skin upon contact and also poison pets that eat them. Holy fuck, man. These invaders also prey on native species such as the earthworms that tend the soil, which can impact the environment. Since arriving in the U.S. from Southeast Asia in the late 1800s, the worms have spread across the nation, cropping up everywhere from the Pacific Northwest to New York and most recently North Texas, despite having been in the Lone Star State for decades. So they do tend to remain underground for the sunlight. The heavy torrents brought by these wriggling menaces of the surface, as seen in multiple viral TikTok and don't stop videos of the groundbreaking phenomenon. In one of the creepy videos, worms are wriggling on the surface of the soil like a miniature version of the monsters from the movie Tremors, while another shows a lengthy specimen inching its way across an envelope. Houston, we have a problem. The poster wrote in the caption, "You don't want this guy in your garden or near your pets. Don't kill it, don't squish it, don't cut it up because it makes 3 or 4 more worms. Tear it in half, now you got 2 motherfucking worms." To dispatch hammerhead worms, experts advise bagging the worms and freezing them for up to 48 hours or leaving them in a salt and vinegar solution. I mean, what the fuck, Mother Nature? This is some crazy shit. Can you imagine being cut in half and then having another one of you fucking there, dude? How fucking weird would that be? I mean, holy shit. It's so weird when you think about animals and you think of like insects and whatever the fuck a worm is. You think of these alien species where like, how come some things have the ability to just regrow? It's just so fucking weird. Like, what happens if like you cut the worm in half and you watch it and then it heals itself up and now you got 2 worms and they start fucking each other? Is that like fucking worm incest? You tell them to go fuck themselves? All right, fine, cut me in half, motherfucker. I'll show you. It's just so fucking weird. Why am I thinking about worm sex? This is the kind of shit that I think about when I have cannabis water and I've got the greatest THC product in the market from Binoid in my veins. You can use code NERD as well to feel just as good as me right now. Use code NERD and save 25% and get free shipping on that bad boy while you're at it. Yeah, man. Fucking worms, dude. You know, I was coming in the house today and I saw 2 of them right on the fucking front step, and I'm like, I should step on these sons of bitches. But their life sucks enough. They're fucking worms, dude, and they're fucking cooking on my front porch right now. I'm just gonna leave them there because it's a fate worse than death. I don't know, man. You got to put them in a fucking vinegar and salt solution. That's just fucking cruel, man. Freezing them. Who's gonna go through all that effort? You see a couple of poisonous fucking worms in your yard. You're not just gonna pick them up, bring them in your fucking house, put them in your freezer next to the fucking ice cream, and be like, "Yep, 48 hours. We're gonna take them out." And I just wouldn't even. It's just so weird. But that's just the fucking world for you, man. You people that say aliens don't exist. I mean, that's right the fuck there, dude. That's some crazy shit. Do they share a brain? I gotta do some fucking deep diving into these things now. I really care. But as you guys know, and as I know, I'm gonna forget to even look at that shit the second I hit the fucking stop button. But let me get this last topic out the way here before I say goodbye to you guys for this Monday edition of the VOM Voices of Misery podcast. So my mind is telling me no, but my body is telling me yes. I ain't see nothing wrong with the little bump and grind. But apparently the judge who locked up R. Kelly did with the kind of bump and grinding he was doing, because he's now saying that these prison officials are plotting to kill him, and the judge is denying his release. He's even going so far as to beg Donald Trump himself for a pardon here. And this happened in Springfield, Illinois, where a judge has denied singer R. Kelly's request to be freed from prison, saying she lacks jurisdiction to consider the convicted sex offender's allegations that federal prison officials plotted to murder him. U.S. District Judge Martha M. Plecold canceled Friday's scheduled arguments in Chicago and issued instead a 5-page ruling denying his emergency request to serve his time on home detention during a temporary furlough. Born Robert Sylvester Kelly, the 58-year-old Grammy-winning R&B singer, serving sentences at a prison in Butner, North Carolina, for child sex crimes and racketeering. Bacall noted that federal courts have only limited power in such cases, and one by one, she examined and rejected various ways Kelly's request could be considered. Jurisdictional limitations must be respected even where, as here, a litigant claims that the circumstances are extraordinary, Bacall wrote. Kelly has not identified any statute or rule that authorizes the court to exercise jurisdiction. Thus, the court cannot award relief in this case. So he basically can't prove that he was poisoned and threatened to be killed. For those of you that don't know, because it's been a long ass time, he was known for his hits "I Believe I Can Fly." R. Kelly was. He's serving most of his 20-year Chicago sentence and 30-year New York sentence simultaneously. He ain't ever getting out, man. I mean, shit. The kind of stuff that he did, he doesn't deserve to be. I mean, he was going after like young girls. I think he went after Aaliyah when she was like 16 years old. He married her or some shit. I mean, this guy was a fucking weirdo, and It's crazy how you can have any woman you want at one point in your life. You were a very rich guy, very famous, you had power, influence, and really could have gotten any girl at your concerts over the age of 18. I don't know why the fuck he was going for little girls, but maybe that's why people do crazy shit. Like you got Puff Daddy, you've got other people out there that were doing weird shit. Look at the politicians and fucking the government. They're all in weird shit that they just don't let people know about. Actors and actresses, people with just incredible wealth and influence. It seems like they just get bored with people doing whatever they want, and then they have to like lower the bar. Like look at Puff Daddy and his freak offs. He just got crazier and crazier. Just like he could have gone in his little rap concerts and been like, okay, I'm bringing and you home to the hotel, and okay, they would have just done it. Random women, and it wouldn't even been a second thought. But I guess they just get bored and they want to create challenges for themselves. And with R. Kelly, he just is a fucking disgusting person. I don't know, man. I don't know why they do what the fuck they do, but it doesn't change the fact they're disgusting bastards, and I just cannot stand them. And he deserves every single one of those 50 years for the shit that he pulled. But it's crazy. He did get poisoned, apparently. I mean, they're trying to say that they poisoned him, but why would they poison R. Kelly? What the fuck does he know? He doesn't know anything. Puff Daddy, I'm surprised they haven't tried to kill yet. I mean, fucking R. Kelly's been locked up for years, and people forget about him until they fucking throw his name out there or he does some shit. Last time I heard about him was COVID. I think he was trying to get a vaccine or he wanted an exemption. Like he was the only person that could have gotten COVID or some shit. Stupid fucking asshole. But there you go, man. Sorry, this one was a little bit over the place, but you know, we're trying to figure it out here. We're just trying to figure out life, trying to figure out what the next thing we're going to do here is. And like I said, this is not the end of the podcast. It will not be the end of us doing the podcast. This is going to be the end of the Voices of Misery, but we're going to do our thing somewhere else. But like I said, we got a lot of people that we're going to inform in our own way here soon enough as the day gets closer, as we figure out what we're going to be doing as far as name and logo and stuff like that goes. I'm going to be focusing on that this week, and really it all depends. And I'm just gonna let God guide me, let the days guide me as to what the fuck I'm gonna be doing going forward here. I don't have any answers. I can't ask anyone for the solutions. I just got to figure things out. And right now, I can't figure things out. I'm trying to, just trying to do things day by day, and what I think the best solution would be for the problem that we're having here. And yeah, just gonna let things play out, see over the next couple of days, week or so, and yeah, we'll see what happens here, and we'll definitely keep some of you informed as to what we're going to be doing next and see what happens, see where the chips fall, man. I haven't had to deal with anything like this before, so it's brand new to me and I'm trying to figure it out as I go along. And yeah, I just want to say thank you to all you guys out there for supporting the show. I really love you guys, man. You guys have been great. This has been a phenomenal fucking 7 years now of the fucking podcast. I can't believe it's been 7 fucking years already of the Voices of Misery, but wow, man, it's gonna be even more coming up. So it may not be under this banner, but it'll be there. So, like I said, this is not goodbye. It's not going to be this episode even. I'm hoping they at least get the Friday podcast out, the live Am I the Asshole one, so we can do that one together. Because we're going to do a goodbye together. It's not going to be just me saying it. It'll be the two of us talking, saying goodbye to people from this channel, and then doing the next one. Like I said, it's not goodbye when we do it. But we're still going to do the Voices of Misery thing because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the call-in show. And we started to talk about it a little bit this morning. Some of the people that were going to be doing the call-in thing, we just haven't set up a date and time yet, but we're going to be working on that this week. And we're just going to just turn on the mic and just let people call in and just talk to them. That's what we're going to do. That might be the special episode we do after we say our goodbye. We'll do that, and then we'll switch over to the new channel. We'll say hello again and keep it moving. I just want to hammer home and stress the point that we are not going to be done podcasting. It just could be something. Um, it's just something I have to do, essentially. I hope I don't have to. I hope things change and I don't have to do this. But I don't know, man. It's just a fucking mess. But we'll see. We're very transparent here, so we'll definitely keep you guys posted, man. And yeah, definitely follow the show wherever you follow your favorite podcast for now. Voices of Misery Podcast at gmail.com is the email. And you can follow us on X for the time being at Voices of Misery. That page will be archived eventually. We'll just, if we make the move, we already got everything set up. Everything will just be there as a, hey, I remember that. But yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will see you guys on Wednesday. And yeah, reach out, man. Say hi. See you Wednesday.